So what's going on in the world today, y'all? I feel like a lot of stuff been going on. I seen Kai don't want to stream no more. He's going and doing the fashion thing. I mean, I think it's always good to diversify.
Cenat just performed the greatest magic trick since Houdini. He vanished from Twitch, reappeared in Italy, and somehow convinced half the internet that unemployment is a respectable artistic pivot. But let's rewind. Kai wakes up one day, makes zero announcements, ghosts the platform, and leaves viewers staring at their monitors like freshly abandoned side chicks waiting for a "we're still good" text. Then out of nowhere, he uploads a cinematic manifesto titled "I quit." Not "I'm taking a break." Not "content soon." Not even "chat, I need a therapist." Just "I quit" in all caps, as if he was quitting nicotine, fame, or federal surveillance. Which, fair. After the last year, Twitch probably counts as all three. But plot twist, Kai didn't quit streaming because he's tired. He quit because he wants to create. And when a man hits that create era, every hater becomes a critic. Every critic becomes a philosopher, and every philosopher becomes a TikTok think piece machine. In the video, Kai explains that during his Italy arc, he felt a new passion spark. A passion to build, design, innovate, and push culture. Translation: my Etsy villain origin story begins now. The reveal? Kai hasn't been off streaming. He's been working on a clothing brand. And just like that, Twitch's unemployment rate hit 100%. Economists hate him. The brand is called Vivet, spelled V-I-V-E-T, which sounds premium enough to have an accent mark, a silent consonant, or at bare minimum, a runway model with daddy issues. He shows sketches, fabrics, journals, a literal Black Death Note filled with design notes and anime villain energy. Very Virgil-coded, very I read architecture PDFs at 3 a.m. The website? Clean, minimal, interactive, moving objects, modern fonts. The type of site that makes you feel poor before you even know what the price is. But then, the backlash, because the internet is allergic to anyone bettering themselves. On day one, Kai is accused of everything from abandoning Twitch, selling out, using quitting for marketing, copying Virgil, delaying schools in Africa, and my personal favorite, being rich while Black. But then Kai throws the second grenade. At the end of the video, he casually mentions, "For the past few weeks, I've been uploading videos to my secret channel." Oh? Secret? Hidden lore? Side quests unlocked? It's called Kai's Mind, which sounds like a guided meditation app for ADHD gamers. The content? Not skits. Not reactions. Not memes. Self-improvement. He's working out. He's reading books. He's journaling. He's trying to articulate better. He's literally leveling up communication stats like it's a skill tree in Skyrim. And the funny thing is, the second channel doesn't even feel like influencer content. It feels like 2006 YouTube, when creators posted raw clips filmed on a potato, and nobody cared about audio quality, lighting, or brand alignment. It's authentic in the way algorithms normally punish. And this is where the internet split. Half the viewers. Kai's inspiring. This is a W arc. Men's mental health, growth, Vinland Saga Season 2 vibes. The other half, bro, read one page of Atomic Habits and thinks he's Virgil Abloh. Culture war unlocked. But here's the irony. The part that triggered the internet the most wasn't the quitting, the brand, or the money. It was the reading. Kai reading books out loud, stumbling over vocabulary, looking up words, learning pronunciation, is what sent Twitter into a sociological crisis. Because nothing activates online insecurity faster than self-improvement done publicly. And it sets the stage for part two. Because what happens next isn't about merchandise, Twitch, or fashion. It becomes a conversation about literacy, status, masculinity, Black culture, and the politics of being seen learning in real time. And that's where the real tea brews. Everything was chill until the books came out. Because somehow, in the year 2026, literacy has become a controversial lifestyle choice. Kai sits there, reading Atomic Habits out loud, stumbling on words like spontaneity.
Spontaneity. How do I pronounce that? Oftentimes, when I don't know what a word is pronounced, I get to look at how it's pronounced and what it even means.
Spontaneity.
Which, to be fair, is a weird-looking word. It has more vowels than a Hypebeast password and sounds like a spell Hermione would cast during a custody battle. But Kai does something most people refuse to. When he doesn't know a word, he looks it up, out loud. on camera. And the internet could not handle it. It's like the entire comment section ran a background check to see if reading was even allowed in the streamer terms of service. You had the usual NPC dialogue. He didn't know spontaneity? L plus ratio. He's 22 and can't pronounce dichotomy? This dude never finished a book in his life. Okay, and most of his haters never finished a syllabus either. But then something interesting happened. A second layer of the internet, the reasonable humans, came through like the Avengers of mature thought. They said stuff like, making fun of someone trying to learn is loser behavior. This is literally how you build vocabulary. Clowning self-improvement is peak insecurity. The world would be better if more people humbled themselves like this. And these takes started circulating. Retweets became paragraphs. Threads turned into TED Talks. TikTok turned it into men learning arc aesthetics. Meanwhile, Kai's just sitting there, discovering adjectives. And here's the part everyone's pretending they didn't notice. Kai didn't start reading because it was aesthetic. He started because he didn't like how he communicated. He literally said, I wanted to articulate myself better. In arguments, people wouldn't take me seriously. I'd get anxiety, stumble, and feel misunderstood. That's not influencer talk. That's humiliation talk. That's real. Because every man has had that moment. The heated argument where your brain knows exactly what you want to say, but your tongue decides to cosplay a malfunctioning Siri. And Kai deciding to fix that publicly flips the masculinity script. Because modern internet masculinity is packaged as stoic, emotionally neutral, financially optimized, no vulnerability, no discomfort, no public learning, no I don't know this word so let me check. You're supposed to emerge at level 99 with all stats maxed. Not grind XP where people can see you. But Kai did the opposite. He started at level 1 with subtitles. And that's what made people uncomfortable, because vulnerability disrupts audience parasocial fantasies. It forces viewers to remember creators are human, not content vending machines. But let's not get too philosophical. This is also gossip. And gossip demands villains. So naturally, Twitter recruits villains faster than Fortnite collaborations. First villain, the performative intellectual. These users became outraged scholars overnight, like, he's just doing this for optics. Reading books isn't personality. He thinks reading makes him deep. Yes, actually. That's the point of reading, ask any librarian. Second villain, the Twitch purist. These dudes want Kai in a gaming chair, tapping hips, screaming, "We up," and summoning Nicki Minaj appearances like she's a rare Pokemon. Anything outside that template is considered treason. Third villain, the Black Excellence Gatekeepers. This group operates on a very strict cultural algorithm. If you're Black and funny, W. If you're Black and rich, mixed. If you're Black, rich, and trying to improve, CIA territory. Because historically, America has been hostile to Black literacy movements. The haters don't know that, but their behavior is suspiciously on script. Fourth villain, the branding cynic. This group doesn't believe in passions, art, growth, or curiosity. They believe in marketing funnels. To them, everything is premeditated, strategic, manipulative, optimized for conversion. Kai reads a book, he's building a brand. Kai works out, he's prepping a runway body. Kai journals, he's building a creative persona. Kai uploads 83 videos to a second channel, he's manufacturing authenticity. And to be fair, sometimes the branding cynic is right. Internet authenticity often is manufactured. But here's the funny part. Kai's second channel doesn't feel manufactured. It feels like YouTube circa 2006 when creators filmed on 240p webcams and nobody cared about brand alignment, ad suitability, or cross-platform strategy. It's raw, it's awkward, it's funny, and it's weirdly intimate. People don't know what to do with that anymore. Meanwhile, commentators start chiming in. Tech reviewers, Twitch philosophers, and commentary comedians form Voltron to analyze the situation like it's a geopolitical crisis. Cuffham reacts to Kai reading and immediately goes into full troll mode. He's reading to improve articulation? It ain't working. Come back and tap hips. Obviously a joke. But the joke lands because it represents the public expectation tension. We like our entertainers entertaining, not evolving. Evolution breaks the parasocial contract. It's like when rappers go vegan or athletes go spiritual, audiences panic. And then, out of nowhere, a new subplot drops. Influence. Because Kai isn't just some streamer. He's one of the most influential Black creators of the last 5 years. If he starts reading, thousands of young dudes might start reading too. And that terrifies someone. Possibly the CIA, possibly the algorithm, possibly the book talk community, notoriously territorial. This is where the cultural commentary hits. Black male literacy is rarely depicted as aspirational. Black male humor is. Black male athleticism is. Black male fashion is. But literacy? Arcane territory. Kai enters the book realm like a Skyrim character discovering a forbidden guild. And the funniest part? His pivots are genuine, but the internet treats sincerity as suspicious behavior. We live in a timeline where irony equals safe, sarcasm equals normal, cynicism equals default, sincerity equals red flag, self-improvement equals clout chasing, which is why part 3 becomes crucial. Because after the reading arc, the internet shifts from Kai quit streaming to, oh, he's building a fashion house. And suddenly everyone rebrands from comedians into fashion critics. Meanwhile, another subplot was forming in the Discord trenches. Kai started flirting with fashion again, but this time it wasn't merch. It wasn't hoodies with a giant logo and premium anxiety pricing. It was actual design, silhouettes, color theory, mood boards. And this was the real shock. Because historically, when Twitch boys say they're into fashion, they mean Rick Owens pants and a Supreme beanie they bought off Grailed. And now for the funniest part. While all this growth was happening, people started comparing Kai to Kanye. And listen, respectfully, Kanye is like the final boss of ambition. You don't casually compare mortals to Ye. But the comparison wasn't about talent. It was about obsession. Kanye's villain origin story was that he believed he was allowed to do more than one thing. Produce and rap and design and architect and scenography. That level of ego breaks the simulation. Kai wasn't claiming he was Ye, but he was touching that same why not energy. And that's the dangerous part. Because when someone starts asking why not, the universe starts glitching like a Bethesda game. That triangle accidentally built a narrative arc. Content to ambition to legacy. Most creators never leave the first circle. Some reach the second by accident. Almost none reached the third. So what was the point of all this? Did Kai quitting streaming and picking up books heal society? No. Society is cooked. But it did prove something about this whole generation of creators. A lot of them aren't clowns. They're founders in disguise. Streamers pretending to be entrepreneurs, pretending to be artists, pretending to be normal. The internet was never about content. It was about character development. And the audience didn't just watch Kai change. They watched him ask the scariest question a man can ask before 30. What if I actually became who I wanted to be? Watching Kai improve broke the simulation because it forced viewers to confront a terrifying idea. Maybe improvement is allowed. Maybe ambition is legal. Maybe men reading books isn't fan fiction. Maybe streaming wasn't the final form. And if that's true, then the content arc isn't over. It's just entering season 2. Because streaming is fun, but legacy pays better.